Welcome guys to another SCPH replay sent in by the community. This one gonna be a ZVT Zerg versus Terran, gonna be on new Repugnancy LE. So let's see what this map has to offer for us as we introduce our players here. On the bottom left, we got sAviOrByLife, capital A, capital O, capital B, capital L. Might be a secret message for someone. So if anyone is looking around, if anyone is trying to reach Major Tom, might be his name that you do have to check out. On the flip side here on the top right, we got Imense, so he might be under a little bit of some pressure here. Let's see if the Blue Zerg can get this one done. So again, of course, this replay sent in by the SPH community. If you aren't for the Philippines, you can still send in replays as well. I just do this for our community, but at the same time, I would love to be able to showcase anyone and from anywhere. The last time I got a replay, I think it was the one with the Protoss and the Terran, I believe. It was funny that both players actually saw the replay, so really cool coincidence. Kudos to both players for checking that one out. So you guys do need to see the link. It's probably somewhere on the YouTube channel where this is uploaded. I do have a playlist for only all the StarCraft replay casting. I do have playlists for specific things, so it'll be a little easier for you to just look around, or you can just search it up in the first place. Anyway, talking about the game, standard stuff here from sAviOrByLife. We got a wall, we got an orbital command, we got a second. What else is new here in StarCraft? On the flip side, Imense gonna be sending out 2 overlords for the scout, as he is ready with his second hatchery as well. So starting up with 1 gas means he is gonna go for that straight metabolic boost in just a bit. In the meantime, he is gonna go for supply instead of those early Zerglings, so he doesn't have to worry about it later on. sAviOrByLife though, checking up, will build the reactor alongside his Great Wall of Supply depots. So this might mean that he will go into Marine Tech instead, so he can get the Swarm for a later fight. Maybe something like a Bull might work in his favor. In the meantime, a Reaper is already out, and here we got Imense really trying to make the Spine Crawler play work. A little dangerous though, as the drones are quite low. This one drone gonna get taken down, but this does mean that Imense will get the time to build up the Crawler. Now good surround here from the Zerglings trying to nibble at the Reaper. Will they get that takedown? But 2 kills already, takes care of one of the Lings, and one of the SCVs patrolled on the potential 3rd base. So a lot of action being done here for sAviOrByLife to just keep the base count at an even mark. Unfortunately for him, a Spine Crawler is almost up, and this is gonna be one tusok that he doesn't want to be involved in. Here we go with the Esau, so just not gonna happen. Imense instead gonna get the zone on out, and this Spine Crawler in position to defend the 2nd base. Good pokes there from sAviOrByLife, getting some decent value out of the Reaper. Also just hampering the potential base construction here from the Zerg. But in the meantime, the Lynx now gonna nibble at this one Reaper. Almost gets a takedown. A cluster bomb might push them into him. Not gonna happen. Able to survive. So no real action though by the base of the Terran. Very interesting bunker placement here by sAviOrByLife. So this does mean he is willing to give up this 2nd base to have the high ground defensive on his primary. Let's see though, that might be a little bit of a problem later on for sAviOrByLife. He should be building up his bigger wall by the entranceway of his 2 bases. But it is what it is. Still scouting around with the overlords, as well as some counter scans here from sAviOrByLife. Really slow game, honestly. It's just there was that bit of action, and that was the show. I think this is the first time though I've seen a straight Spine Crawler thing from a Zerg for the defense. Usually just want to get your Queen as well as some of your Zerglings to go for the surround, be in a good position to peel off for your drones. It is what it is though, so Imense playing the static defense. Unfortunately for him right now, he is gonna get supply block, as I believe one of the overlords got spotted and got taken down. Or in the meantime, here we go again with some mules. Gonna be putting up some minerals, getting them for the Dominion, and the supply depots now numbering in the doubles. are the odds that both players do find, do find the same replay? That's really cool. Like, pretend you're just a random guy and you're not really informed, and then you see, hey, it's me. I love that. I love that. I remember that happening to me in one of the Overwatch highlight videos. I had a clip where I got charged in the end and then screamed, and apparently they used it for an outro. It was really funny. So yeah, that was something. But yeah, it's just like you can find yourself in random videos on the internet. The internet's such a big place, and you might not even know you might be famous in Eastern Europe or something. Who knows? Anyway, sAviOrByLife and Imense just playing SimCity by themselves while they're both on the same map. So eventually, one of these countries will have to fold. Interesting use here from sAviOrByLife. While he's trying to build up his third command center, he is going to use it partly as his wall. Potentially though, if he's in a bad spot, he can turn this into a planetary fortress instead, but he doesn't really have an engineering bay behind this. He does have the standard 111, gonna have a racks built up as well, so Tech Lab being researched here. So this does mean this is gonna be combat shield, step back, and concussive shot waiting on for the infantry. In the meantime, Medivacs double pump, Marines double pump, siege tanks queued up. And this is going to be a situation where it is going to be some old school stuff. You got your Marines, you got your healers, you got your siege tanks, maybe a few grenadiers as well. Finally, double engineering base coming out. But oh no, what is this? The epic tragedy of the poor SCV. Where are you at, bro? Is it going to happen? Can he actually get on out? No, he's just stuck there. He's trying his best, but he now knows he's going to be facing a fire squad in the near future. Funny thing though, sAviOrByLife can now keep these engineering bays topped up if this SCV is just all the way in behind. Still though, SimCity in full effect for both players. Creep spread right now from Imense. And yeah, got some roaches, got some lings, got some zergs. It's honestly, nothing's happening in this game. After that one, that was a show. This is going to be a situation where, small talk. Like, you're at a date and you're trying to do some small talk, but then you actually hit a dead end on what you're gonna talk about. So instead, you're like, how's the weather? Creep tumor. Very wet, I believe. Very alive. If you were a guy and you stepped on creep, I would probably, you'd probably freak out. Because it might whisper to you or something. But anyway, the tumor's now spreading like a malignant cancer. An overload on the south hand side. And we do see some more supply depots being built. sAviOrByLife has decided to go for a third instead. And the turtle gameplay between these two continues. I believe the standard back then in StarCraft 1 was NR20, no rush 20. So basically what you would do is you would have enough bases for a 200-200. And you just go for one big fight and just have some fun with that. So NR20 might be in full effect here. Never mind, it does seem like it's an NR10 instead. One Zergling looking for the poke, not getting the memo of the time limit. So we do have a potential engagement coming our way. sAviOrByLife setting up with the siege tanks, but they're out in front. Very dangerous. The Marines in the back. So these Marines going to be going for the peel. The siege tanks really tanking for the Dominion. But you do want to have your artillery to get as much DPS as they can. We'll see though. Good hits right now here from the Red Saren. Imense trying his mightiest. Gonna go for a Nidus Swarm. I didn't even notice he went for the network. But the siege tank will get sightlines. And there is no way out there for the Zerg trapped inside. So no dice. They are gonna try and go again. Where is the Nidus in the first place? I'm trying to look for it around the map. Haven't seen it. Evo Chamber, Roach Warren, Infestation. Where's the Nidus? Oh! No, that's not the Nidus. Come on, guys. Oh, there it is. The Nidus down the ramp. This does mean that, just in case he does find a bad engagement here by his ramp, he can go inside, load his units, put a worm on the back perhaps, and, just keep the fight alive. But it is what it is. Swarm hosts, infestors, trying to get in position. A big fungal might make a difference here as the Stutter Step Stim Pack is in full effect here for sAviOrByLife. Now siege tanks in position. A few of the swarm hosts tossing a few locusts along the way, but they're just gonna die like the broodlings out in front and the drones trying to get away. The problem right now here for Imense is his positioning isn't the best. Some of his roaches are burrowed in the middle line, and if sAviOrByLife just went for the A move, that would have been the show already. So Imense might have made a mistake in his macro hotkeys, burrowing the Swarm Host, leading to a burrow, and not only the roaches, but also the Banelings, the Zerglings is dying after the scan. A little too obvious there from Imense, and sAviOrByLife, way too smart, gonna be able to win out the fight in front. Big fungal growth though from the Infestors, just putting the bleed onto the Red Terran. For now, the Marauders, as well as a handful of Marines, able to stay alive away from the gunk. And there's gonna be a slow siege here from the Red Terran. Classic medieval gameplay right now here for sAviOrByLife. He's on the outside, starving his opponent. Just trying to slowly but surely whittle down the defenses. The siege tanks going for the creeping barrage. And in the meantime, we have a handful of roaches literally trying to take care of this third base, but to no avail. So for now, Imense in such a bad situation. He's gonna go for some Mutalisks instead. Very smart tech switch, because only the Marines can do something about this. Now the Marines is dying. The Marauders looking to be in position, backing on out, and now there is no anti-air whatsoever. The poor siege tanks all alone, gonna get taken down, gonna go for the unsiege, and will try to roll on out. Good load here from the Medivacs, but now they have to go for their afterburners. Can they stay alive? One of them falls, the other one trying to be a dummy. There's no siege tanks on the inside, and they do lose a number of tanks along the way. Now here comes the unload. Good damage done by the Mutalisks. A little sloppy with the execution there from sAviOrByLife, but it does have a little bit of some retribution for him. The Red Terran now looking for a blood. He knows that the Blue Zerg is in a bad spot. Step back on in, the second base in Dire Straits. Mutalisks trying to fly on the opposite side, but how many is this? This is just 4 Mutalisks against a ball of Marines. Not gonna do much. The Glaive Worms will just tickle against the health from the Medivacs. So for now, sAviOrByLife, playing the smart, really wants to go for the Mutas first. Slow and steady wins the race. sAviOrByLife showing everyone that if you are going to be saving a life, you don't need to rush. Paramedics would say that. And speaking of the paramedics, here comes the Medivacs out in front, scouting around. The Mutants though looking for a takedown, can kill this one Medivac, and that is going to be a show for the girly there. The Marines still gonna get the stim back. Here comes the Banelings! Can it get be some hits? It does! Spit out some good acid. But overall, Imense making a huge mistake. Look at that. 3k minerals. It even says he's kind of retarded. Oh, unfortunate for Imense. He had the right idea. Good tech switch. Had the right idea with a nice network. But unfortunately for him, he forgot the cardinal rule of StarCraft. Keep spending your resources. Got stuck with 3k minerals. Got stuck with his hotkeys, burrowing roaches, burrowing Zerglings, burrowing Banelings when he didn't need to, burrows them in front of sAviOrByLife. Scan is like, oh, I'm gonna get those kills, and in the end, the Red Terran creeping barrage is the show, back and forth with the Mutalisks, but overall, a one-sided affair there for sAviOrByLife. Thank you guys for tuning on in and sending in this replay. If you do want to get featured, send it over at gamesarepool@gmail.com. That's GAMESAREPOOL, like pool as in swimming pool, at gmail.com. And I'll see you guys in the next one.